Enigma short on the NQ3. Enigma long on the NQ on the 5. Enigma short on the ES1. Enigma long on the GC2. Two finger NQ on the 34.
Check. 1, 2. Mic check, mic check. Good morning, good morning. All right. We're about 6 minutes from the top of the hour. Get financial juice cranking here, and let's get to it. Alrighty then. Don't forget trading is risky and all that business. Let's see. There's the required stuff. Let's get to it. We've got full auto turned on across 6 instruments. The nerd plus 2. Yeah, NASDAQ, ES, RTY, Dow, gold, and crude on. Looks like a gold trade already on, and oh, ES trade. There's ES Enigma on the 1s, and EC's got one on the 2s. Already rocking it out here. Okay. I like this setup already. We got, I see 3 AOs here. Significant size, timing, little switch dot, and some good movement there. High time frame. We're coming into a shark. Let's pop back one level right here. And if you're new to the crew, welcome aboard. Let me refresh this chart so our news will get updated here. It is FOMC day. So pre-FOMC, I want to be trading toward the golden ropes on the higher time frames. Speaking of higher time frames, let's see. We are on the 29 for the optimized range on NASDAQ. Update that here as well when this is calculating. There we go.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 8.
And let's turn off real-time protection here as we get started here this morning. Just like playing a video game, want our PC not interfering with the data flowing in. We want to be able to quickly react, and we want our PC to send those orders. Okay, pretty strong sell side. Red arrow coming in here on the MACV. If you are new with us, make sure you get through the 8-day boot camp, and you'll learn all the filters and things that we work on here. Again, trading is more about when not to trade than when to trade. And our system is very specific. We take quantitative decision-making steps. We are going to go, okay, if this, then this. If I have this plus this, then this. And our this plus this right now that I'm looking for is the nerd plus the arrow. So I want the nerd color to match up with my arrow color. And when those two are in sync, I simply hold my mouse over that colored button. That will be the play side that I'm looking for. And if you're looking for what kind of entries we're looking for, you can get on our cheat sheets. You'll learn all of these in the 8-day boot camp. And it's not really 8 days. You can literally play it for yourself at your leisure. They are now pre-recorded and available on our website. Currently free. Click on training at the top of our website, algoboxpro.com. Go straight to the training that will be behind a paywall when our client portal web team is finished with the client portal stuff. There, that will be a pay-for service, so go grab it while it's there and free. We did that a while back. There is a 120-day training program, and that's divided into 3 sets of 40. The first 40 days is learning everything, deep dive. Middle 40 days is focused on quantity of trades. I want you to take a lot of the play setups. You're going to choose 4 or 5 during your training window to go, you know what, I really like these 4 or 5. These are, and it really just comes down to what is simple enough for you to take a play on. So if you're like, you know what, I like that headshot. I see a cross, I see a dot. I press button, I put stop behind cross. Easy. I like the Enigma because the Enigma just shows up. And I take the direction of the Enigma, so I'm going to be Enigma player. Let's go back here and look to see. Here's one that got sliced through here early AM. Looks like 7:24 AM. See what our current cadence is for the Enigma. Looks like we're a cadence of 1. So let's say if you're an Enigma player, like, you know, I just like it when an Enigma shows up, gives me the number. I just want to take those. It's a how many ticks that is here. So on that Enigma to the top there, it's 120 ticks in there. Can you make something out of 120 ticks? Maybe. There's another Enigma right here. Enigma to the top, 130 tick opportunity. Can you grab a few bags out of 120 ticks? Maybe so. You'll pick 4 or 5 of those. And yeah, you'll just take every single one of those in your middle 40 days. In the final 40 days, we focus on filtering. Now, after you've got a lot of mechanics out of the way, you've taken a lot of trades, you've gotten familiar with how far a play can go, you'll get the understand what that drawdown might be, putting your stops behind the proper locations, dot boxes and crosses. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's because you need to get to the 8-day boot camp. Welcome aboard. Thanks for everybody showing up here this morning. Give me a shout out there in the chat and let me know where you're coming from. Let's see who's the closest. We got anybody from Texas hanging out here? And who's on the other side of the world? We got any folks all the way over across the ponds?
Lower bands touch NQ on the 89.
Get our fingers warmed up here this morning. We've still got about 30 minutes to the US Open. It is FOMC day. Fear of market conditions, I like to say.
34.
So we could have some wild child. Speaking of wild child stuff, holy cow. Between last Friday, one of the most volatile days I have seen in my trading career. Friday was crazy. I mean, we were hitting 100 tick plays in seconds. Yesterday, Tuesday, after the holiday for Monday, so you had the additional pent up order counts from that. Plus, it's middle of the month, so you have 401k, IRA money pouring into the markets, simultaneously forcing orders, and just had absolutely crazy volatility yesterday as well. Let's see. Today we've got FOMC mixed in there, so let's see what that brings. We now have green arrow. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4th in a series. Do we have big bull in there? Oh, we've had big bears all the way down. I do want to mark up a few of those. We have one right here.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 89.
Did that bear make his money? Pop quiz. If you have been through our training and know about defense leg. So if I'm going to mark this bear right here, he's right here. The question, did this bear make his money? Answer there in the chat here while I get the chat on screen. Good practice for us here. We've still got 30 minutes before the US Open here, so let's go through it. HA 915. Let me translate that. HA. I don't know what HA is. Can you oh. Hawaii 915? Puerto Rico. Awesome. All the way North Carolina there. Red Star News at 9:15. All right, thank you. Yeah, we have a full set of news here this morning on top of FOMC. 29. Do you need that here real quick? 20R. CK, you're in Ireland? Know that. Awesome. Douglas, Iowa. Dak, Illinois. Mark in Florida. Great to see you, sir. Good morning, good morning. Kashi, good morning, sir. Casey, we got some Texas in the house. You might be the closest.
Low impact news.
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Jimmy. Martone. Good morning, good morning. Toronto, we got some more Canadians in here. Jimmy in Germany. Good morning, Dobby. Good morning, Alpha. Windrider. Good morning, Fino.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 29.
Okay, we've got a mega late Nate right here. I'm gonna make this my first trade here this morning. We have the nerd. I don't have the arrow currently, but I have one. And let's see how that plays. So the question, didn't see anybody really answer this question here. So here was the bear. Did this bear make his money? And it might be tricky. I mean, this is one of those ones where it's like, some people, maybe we don't know. Maybe you don't know. Did this bear make his money? Yes. Alpha says yes. I believe he did. Yes.
DCDM
So
on the 5.
if a bear went short and he needs the price to go down, did the price go down? It's as simple as that. And did it go to the tune of, in this case, it's a small because he's 500, not 1,000. Did he go 150 ticks? Yes. In fact, I found with that measurement, the move has actually been 274 plus ticks there. So really don't have to concern myself with him. So I'm going to go ahead and remove him. I see one right back behind him here, right at, he's just shy of 500. So we'll give him some credit here. Go now. Did this bear
upper bands
make his money?
on the 29.
That one's a little bit trickier there. Let me get a measure from the middle. See if he went 150 ticks. He went 114. So not quite where he wants to go. So I'm going to measure that out and see if we can get that to about 150. So 150 is going to put that about there. Good morning, Plutonium. Okay, our time is 9:10 in about 5 seconds, and as Captain Rex was noting a moment ago, we have some news coming in at 9:15. Now you said it was Red Star. I'm showing green. Again, that's just their estimate on impact, but I'm showing low impact for 9:15. But if you're showing high impact, thank you for that that detail there. So about 4.5 minutes here, we'll have a news event coming out there, and maybe like us some volatility.
Divergence down.
Okay, now I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this loss here for this first play here. This didn't go straight to its target there. 35. It did not make it 35 ticks. I think it maybe made 20 or so. Yeah, okay, maybe 32 ticks, but it did not get even 35 ticks off of that first run there, and it's going slow. Slow favors the bulls, and I did not have the arrow with me that entire time. We only had one there. If that shifts back and I get a red arrow, I will likely re-engage that position. Yeah, of course, of course. All right, 2-try rule. Hopefully, there's my red arrow. Red arrow showing up here, so I'm going to go +1 on this one more time here. Mega late Nate here for the first play, top of the channel. We got a divergence over here on the right as well. And just got the red arrow coming back with me. So I've got red, I got red. So there's my 2 steps. And now I need a play. And I've got the top of the channel for the structure and mega late Nate for the entry. 2 crosses, 1 AO, 1 standard flowmaster event there, and looking to see if we can hold out to a T2 and potential runner because we have both with us. Got the arrow and the nerd with me. So I'm watching that tick counter there. So T1 on my 5s is about 35 ticks. T2 is about 50. Good morning, Jacob. Good morning, Ninja Scalp. 9:15 red star. It's a red star on Econo Day. All right. For that. So coming up here, I'm going to keep an eye on the clock here. 2 minutes. Now 2 minutes, 5 seconds for that news here. Two ticks. $35. Okay, so we reached the 35 here. Am I going to get the full 50? Remember, I'm trying to hold to a T2 here because I have both with me. If those are against me, I may be looking for a T1, but it'll also kind of give me some insight on the play, how far we get in moves on each leg. News now coming out here in about 1 minute. About 30 seconds till the news.
Ten seconds. Still waiting on the data. 0.7%, 0.7% higher than forecast of 0.4%. US capacity utilization 76.2%, 76.2% lower than forecast of 76.5%. US manufacturing output month on month 0.6%, 0.6% higher than forecast of 0.4%.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
We have posted the US industrial production January report on the feed for those interested.
Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Diego.
Seeing prior revise for US industrial production month on month, 0.2%, 0.2% compared to the original prior of 0.4%.
Okay, we got king timing here.
And prior revise capacity utilization 75.7%, 75.7% compared to the original prior of 76.3%. The dollar yen rises 0.5%.
Didn't think I was going to have to draw that in, but after all.
Lower bands touch on the AV9.
Ew. All right, my first two there this morning, not working out for me. Technically just one, because that was a 2-try rule, so on that first one. Well, bummer. $9.18. Just 8.5 right back into this area.
On the 29.
4 over on the right now. As soon as I get the red arrow, I will re-engage that again.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 29.
Okay, she's here. Starting to hear the sellers come in. We had a Seuss in there, little BBI, blue bar ignored. Now, hopefully this isn't just a head fake to the downside and trying to catch the bears. Good morning, expat. Good morning, Jiva. Ooh. Ooh. Just watching that arrow over there. and feeling like I'm watching paint dry. Super slow here this morning. Not ideal. 9 minutes to the US Open. Okay, yikes. Back to neutral. So we've got 2 of the nerds up, 2 nerds down.
FIP.NQ on the 29.
Share of Russian oil in India's January crude imports fell to the lowest since October 2022.
Alright, I'm just going to take my loss here this morning. This is just I'm getting
India
chewed up here in this spot here.
1 million barrels
And,
per day of Russian oil in January, the lowest since
Oh,
November 2022.
In that fiddle zone, just flattened out over here. Unfortunately, could not something out of that one there. It gave 35 ticks a couple times. I mean, technically, 49 ticks, but you have to have a perfect entry to get T1 and T2. Tried to be holding out to T2 there, and just didn't get. Okay, 4 minutes till the US Open here. Pretty narrow bands here. Yeah, we got FOMC minutes there, and it's it's kind of sickening to watch your play go to target after you give up on it, but that's exactly what's happening there, sadly.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 29. Lower bands touch NQ on the 29.
Let's see, do we have news right at the open? No. 9:15, and then it looks like clear schedule. I do not see a 10 a.m. on the list that I have here. I'm going to double check that source. Oh, next thing I see is 12 o'clock. Does that sound right? 12, and then we've got Red Star. Two o'clock.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 29.
Yes, thank you, Pablo. Got the real-time protection turned off there this morning.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 29.
One minute 30 seconds till the open.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Okay, I'm going to re-engage that one more time here. Stop over the dot. See, Jesse, a green arrow over there on the right, so that might be working against me there. I'm going to put a hard stop in here.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 29.
Connection lost.
What? Okay, there's 35 ticks. I'm trying to hold out. We've got red and red, so I'm trying to hold out for a two target scenario here. There's 50, there's 60. Can we get all the way down to his target?
On the 29.
Market opening here in about 30 seconds. Be enough to push him down into his target, or we're going to snap back up on me. I'm going to move that to break even. Going to use my hotkey there.
10 seconds.
Lower bands touch
Market on
NQ on
open
the
imbalance
29.
S&P 500. Buy
Lower
side
bands
156.
All right, I'll close it out there.
Buy
Lower
side
bands
Beautiful.
touch NQ.
About an $8,000 play there into that dropout there. Coming back into positive territory there for me.
29. Lower bands touch NQ on the
Okay,
29.
feeling it lag out here.
On the NQ3. Enigma short on the NQ3.
Super insane action there. See double enigmas on the threes.
500 off the back of
Divergence
the
down
open.
NQ on the 9. Enigma long on the YM2 on the 29. Enigma long on the NQ on the 29.
Nvidia shares rise 1.8% after the company to sell millions of chips to Meta in a multi-year
Lower
deal.
bands touch NQ on the 29. Lower bands touch NQ on the 29. RTY1. Lower bands touch NQ on the 29. Lower bands touch NQ on the 29. Divergence
Lower
up
bands
touch
NQ on the
NQ on the
89.
89. Lower bands touch NQ on the 29. Double delta
Lower bands
NQ on the
touch
5
NQ on the 29.
lower bands touch NQ on the 8
Lower bands
double
touch
delta
NQ on the
29
29.
NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 5. Enigma long on the NQ5.
Okay, let's see if this Enigma plays out here. Currently we were on a cadence of 1 earlier.
Divergence up
I can
NQ
feel
on the
my
Fib.NQ on the 5.
feel my charts lagging here. Yes, we are cadence of 1. Let's see if this will be 2.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 29. Fib.NQ on the 9. 2 finger NQ on the 29 on the RTY1. Fib.NQ on the 5. 2 finger NQ on the 29. Enigma long on the ES1. Divergence down NQ on the 9. Upper bands touch NQ on the 29.
All right.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 29 on the 5. Upper bands touch NQ.
Might be a shot right there. We are green, unfortunately, there. We have red arrow, but we are back up to moderate buy. Would like to take that shark there.
On the 5. Fib.NQ on the 9.
Fair test.
Upper bands touch.
Whoa, the bots are up 5K. I'm going to flatten all on the bots. Turn full auto off on the bots. Flatten all. Okay.
NQ5. Enigma short.
Okay, well, the bots love that open. Bots are whooping my tail. 47.49. So normally I want to flatten that around 1,000 to 2,000. They are opening up like gangbusters yesterday and today.
On the 29. Double delta NQ on the 5. Upper bands touch NQ on the 29. Upper bands touch NQ double on delta the 29 NQ on the 9. Upper bands touch NQ on the 29. Divergence upper down NQ on the 9. NQ on the 29. Enigma short on the NQ3. Upper bands touch NQ on the 29. Upper bands touch NQ on the 29. Upper bands touch NQ on the 20.
Yeah, it feels like it's lagging out here big time. All right, I'm gonna restart here and clear cache.
Fib.NQ on the
Is anyone else lagging on that as well?
Divergence up NQ on the 9.
I'm going to close, I'm going to save. Oh, okay, let's relaunch here. All right, I'm going to log back in there and see if we can
Spot gold
get
right.
the charts caught back up. Left my charts open overnight here. I'm going to go ahead and clear cache. A bit of a wild open, and with the amount of data that came in yesterday, I think it's just too much there. Get logged back in here, and let's see. Yeah, I got real-time protection off. Don't forget, if you have not rolled over your crude charts, make sure you roll over to the 04 contract on crude if you're a crude player. Wow, watching the charts go wild up top here. You're going crazy.
AMD shares down 3% after Nvidia to sell millions of chips to Meta in a multi-year deal.
Fib.NQ on the long finger NQ on the CFTC on the dot NQ short 34 lower bands touch NQ on the lower bands touch NQ on the 34 on the 9 lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
So another day of wild open insanity.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 34. Divergence up NQ on the 9. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. NQ on the 5.
Yeah, so if you are restarting, run that clearcache.bat. It's in your folder for a reason.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 30.
It's always interesting to me. Like I see a lot of people in our chat sometimes like talk about stuff, and like I guess it's a thing. We're all naturally wired as humans to, like, you know, ask our friends. And that's fine, and it's all fine and good, but I'm always surprised that, I mean, stuff that's just like laid out in our videos, it's just not, it's like opposed to learning stuff in a classroom environment, I guess. I don't know. Or maybe some people are wired to get stuff out of a classroom setting, and some people are just not. Yeah, but I'm always surprised to see how many people
upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
Just won't do what the videos say. It's always weird. It's like
touch NQ on the 34. Double delta NQ on the 9. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Double delta NQ on the 5. Upper bands touch NQ double on delta the 34. NQ on the 5.
Well, the video said this, but what do you think, Tommy? Well, Tommy says to do this, so I'm gonna do this. I don't know.
Enigma long on the NQ.
Weird. Weird to me.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
But that is one of them where I'm always surprised where people are like, what's that? I didn't know what that was. I'm like, dude, it's literally, it's like one of the most important things. Video 1. I'm pretty sure we go into that, like launching NinjaTrader each day. You want to make sure you come in, run clear cache. Like, we're literally trying to use technology to predict the markets. We need we got to use tech. All right, let's see here. 939. This is super wild. I mean, it's too fast on the 5s. This is crazy. 151 BPM on the 5s. Crazy.
Fib.NQ on the 5. Enigma long on the GC2.
Ban NinjaTrader and Interactive Brokers in the Philippines? What? Hey, can you send me an article on that, Monta?
NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
And Interactive Brokers. That's really interesting about Interactive Brokers. Like, Interactive Brokers
on the 34.
I mean, what are they doing? Are they nationalizing the trading industry in the Philippines? I would definitely I'm curious of the purpose or the reasoning.
Fib.NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
They even allow Interactive Brokers in Canada.
DCDM NQ on the 5. Upper bands touch NQ.
But you know, these days everything has just gotten into lockdown control. Have y'all noticed? Can y'all tell there's something different these days in there?
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. 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 Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
Okay, it's an 8.3 over there on the right. I mean, we basically have to look. I got to pull back a level here. I mean, we're basically playing. It's another day where we're playing over here off the 9s. My goodness. And that's the bot's hitting 4K, almost 5K here this morning already. Is pretty. I mean, it's pretty indicative. It's telling us it's going to be crazy wild again, and
divergence down NQ on the 9. Double delta NQ on the 5.
Gonna be hyper tricky.
Fib.NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 9.
Double dot short right there. I'd like to take that. I'm folding up hands over here, just trying to, like, here, I know what. We're gonna turn the psychology module bot on, okay? I'm gonna turn it on. When that red X, or well, that red background, that blue X gets off of my charts, I'm gonna look again. I'm just gonna have some separate chats.
Double delta NQ.
Great speed on the 8, isn't that weird? And Jacob's like, I'm playing on the 8s. Good speed is all the way up on the 8s. This is just, this is not normal.
NQ on the 34.
And if you're taking them off the 8, I mean, then you're increasing your risk there. And you know, look, I didn't go straight winners there this morning. You know, that first play there this morning was tricky. I mean, this is kind of elusive, like looking at it as loser winner here this morning, because this first one was tricky. I mean, it was a 2-try rule, fail, and
NQ on the 5.
It felt like 3 trades. It was already had trickiness, and just happy to be sitting in positive here at the moment. Thank you, Monta. Let's see. Take a look at it. And ask her, will you be doing a small account challenge again? You know, I hadn't thought about it. So I got a lot on my mind. I'm trying to get this client portal thing. I'm having problems with the web folks and whatnot. I mean,
on the 34.
It's been a thing. Let me put some thought to that.
Fib.NQ on the 34.
What I'd like to do, I'd like to be using well, it's like it's a small account. Small account is different than trader funding. So let me ask Jacob, are you asking actual small account, like starting with a $2,500 account? Are you asking for trader funding program type of thing? I mean, I know people, we're using them interchangeably lately.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 89. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. 9. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Yeah, let's take a vote on that. Prop firm, would you guys rather see prop firm or small account?
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. NQ on the 5.
8.5.
34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
Great up leg move.
NQ on the 34.
What's the time? 9:46.
J-hook long NQ on the 5. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands down NQ on the 34.
Should have taken that dot. I wanted to. I put my hands on the trigger and everything. Trying not to. Small account.
NQ on the 9. Upper bands touch NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 9. Double delta NQ on the 5.
We have not done a small account with the latest tools, right? The last small account challenge I did against Ross Cameron
Fib.NQ on the 9.
was a different set of tools. In my opinion, it would only be easier now.
Divergence up NQ on the 9.
It really would be
Upper bands touch NQ on the 8 on the NQ. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
yeah, me too. That really kind of turned me off on it. Like,
on the 34.
look, I know you guys. I don't want to say I know you guys are dealing, but that was crazy. I mean, my own personal experience. Where as soon as I got in, dude, there's API issues
on the NQ3.
I could just tell. Like, it's like when you're pressing the close button and your trades aren't closing, WTF.
Fib.NQ on the 5. Double short on the 9.
Okay, there's an enigma over there on the 9s, y'all. I'm gonna go in on this here. I'm going in with
Fib.NQ
2s. That's a blue dot. I'm gonna see it crack. There we go.
On the 34.
Okay, that's an enigma all the way down. Yeah, okay, there we go. I was gonna say, I'm like, I am gonna take that. All right, that's on the 9s. But literally, you know what we said? Or like, you have to basically take plays off the 9s right now. This is wild, absolutely wild. So I went ahead and took that one. We had multiple things lining up there. We had Delta Shift and Red Dot and Enigma.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
That was patience.
Lower bands
that was, I mean, I literally just sat back over here, waited till the psychology module
on the 34.
Out off. We did get great speed finally, and
Double
there we go. Okay, there's a mega late Nate. I'm gonna go for it again right here, and a 13. Okay, I'm gonna give that one more shot here. $40 ticks, sure, I'll take it. All right, puts me at 5K on the day for a couple of trades there. Sometimes just be patient. Just be patient. Let it come into great. It was great speed for a moment. Now it's back to too fast again. But we had two quick plays there back to back. Fairly easy. That one pretty obvious.
Touch NQ on the 89.
This one also, in my opinion, very obvious. Let me take off the packaging there. Mega late Nate into a super it was basically a super mega late Nate right there. Very odd to see that 13 in there. Very odd. Very, very weird on that. But yeah, I'll grab a 5 bag out of that. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the psychology module back on. If it can help me be a little patient. Now, we went from this is prior bear area to bull area,
on the 9.
and I mean you can just draw the connector right there on the higher time frame. This is the optimized. Oh, this is not the optimized range. Back to 34 after I had to close charts there. Let's put that. Actually, the market is moving too fast right now. So pro tip. Don't change a bunch of stuff unless you want to risk having to restart your charts.
Fib.NQ on the
when the market slows down, I will change that chart back to 29 for the absolute ideal there. We do have a 15 level bear in there. It'd be actually more important for me to mark up here. Can you guys check your optimized range? Do you also have this big
Delta NQ on the 5.
bear in there? I'm assuming you do, but what's the number? I think it should be around 1500 on the big bear in there. Control R here, and I'm drawing that guy. Started right here. Him right in there.
Upper bands long on the NQ34.
There's a
Upper bands touch NQ long on the NQ5.
pull up here.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 30. Double delta NQ on the 5. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
Okay, he's getting let out right there.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34 on the 5.
Okay, gets a headshot right there. No half position.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
Deuce.
Upper
Take
bands
half
touch
as it comes to my
NQ on the
POE.
34.
Deuce.
Enigma
Upper
long
stand entry.
NQ on the 34. Enigma long on the YM2.
All right, I'll take that one as well. Okay, so couldn't mark that fast enough here, so we needed to mark up this this big bull right here, and he did not make money. Right, I was basically, my point to draw this up was I don't think he made money, and no, he did not. So that bull up top did not make money, so I thought they might return to it, and that was the easier confidence
J-hook short NQ
and going
on the
ahead
5.
and taking that play. It came up
Double
fast.
delta
Don't think it's
NQ
going to
on the
last.
5.
Come right back into big bull. We know we got a big bear down there, but before the big bear can strike, he's got to let his buddy out. So letting his buddy out right there. Look for a play.
Double delta NQ
Grabbed
on the
it.
5.
Okay, I'm going to small up on this. Okay, again, a super AO there. Deuce.
Divergence down NQ on the 9.
Yoicks.
Divergence down
Okay,
NQ on the 30.
7.2. Adding in Mega Late Nate.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands
Divergence.
touch NQ on the 34.
Big bull stepping in right there. That is over 1,000. That is a big one now. That is 1,000.
Upper bands touch
Oh, you
NQ
caught
on
me.
the 89.
Ah, they caught me.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
Okay, so now I want to look for a triple crown.
Fib.NQ on the 5. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
2. Third little head shake there, please. Big 9 up top.
Divergence down NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 9. Upper bands touch NQ on the 8.
Another day of stuff being too fast to even talk through here.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Just watching who's taking over control, watching the dots as they progress. I am half my normal size with the crazy volatility that we're seeing once again. FOMC party day.
Double
500
delta
ticks.
NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 9.
So the original start of that guy was there. If he wants to run his
Upper bands touch
250,
NQ on the 89.
here. Almost there. 89 leg, almost straight up. Yeah. Yeah, look at that 89. when we talked about this yesterday too, like the 89 is becoming the 4 range. AB4s, like you could, looks like you could play the 89. Insane.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Bear test. That keeps getting broke.
Upper bands touch NQ on the
Bears
89.
have 0 hold there so far.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
What a strange
Double
first
delta
day.
NQ on the 5.
Gabe, is this your first day?
Upper bands touch NQ on the 89.
First day of what?
Double delta NQ on the 9.
Yesterday was a first day of the Chinese New Year. Talking about
Fib.NQ on the 9. Touch NQ on the RT11. Upper bands touch NQ.
And there's the 4, and looks like they're going to
Upper bands
give me a
touch NQ
full
on the
max.
39.
There is, that's high of day.
On the 5.
Literally high of day. All the way back to absolute high of day. Look at that. What?
Upper bands touch
Crazy.
NQ on the 34.
89 range coming in play. It's literally like,
Double
oh, we're going to
delta
play the
NQ on the
89.
5.
That's lovely. All right, so that bull made his money. He made his 250 ticks.
Double delta NQ on the 9 on the 34.
Bid he touched. Delta shift.
Fib.NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 89. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Yeah, I'm going to take that off on the
Fib
bots there on that dot
on
there.
the 9.
Added a little bit on the bots.
Fib.NQ on the 9. Double delta NQ on the 5.
Okay, green dot cracked over here on the 34.
Smartphone and keeps price unchanged.
Off the charts on the 9s. Look at this. A lot of exchanging hands right there.
Enigma short on the ES1. Enigma long on the NQ3.
Fear of market conditions indeed. FOMC. To previous high.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Are you talking about where we just reached? Yeah, I mean, I think we're past that. Maybe I might have seen this after you wrote it earlier.
Divergence down NQ on the 34.
Wow. FOMC living up to its name here. Fear of market conditions. Absolute insanity. $10.01.
Enigma long on the GC2. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Okay, bear test right above the high. Correct.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
They can't they're not gonna take any. That's crazy.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
All right, I'll engage the bot there on that 6.1.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
3.9 over on the right. We can get a triple crown right here.
Divergence down NQ on the 9.
That is the second divergence
Upper
over
bands
there
touch
on the
NQ
right.
on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
7.4.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 9. Divergence down NQ on the 5.
And power headshot, add on the bot.
C2.
US stocks sustained gains. The Nasdaq up
Upper bands touch NQ
1.01%.
on the 89. Double delta NQ.
Dude, are you kidding me?
Fib.NQ on the 9.
I'm about
Nasdaq
25K from a broker call.
J-hook long NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Are you shitting me?
Divergence down NQ on the 9. Upper bands touch NQ on the 89.
Okay, well,
Enigma long on the NQ3.
that is stuff you just don't see. I am about 8K from a broker call. Stuff I have never seen in my career. 931 ticks.
On the 5. Double delta NQ on the 9.
5K away.
On the 5. Fib.NQ down on the 9 on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 9. NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 5. DCDM-NQ on the 5. DCDM-NQ on the 5.
Is that going to be the one? Virtual insanity. Look at this 89. What? 1,027 ticks. That move.
Fib.NQ on the 5. Divergence up NQ on the 9.
Never seen anything like that in my career. I'm gonna have over 100k loss here today if I were to pull it now. Insane.
Fib.NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 9.
Okay, switch dot. I can tell you right now, I will have my work cut out for me if this day. I mean, it's definitely not going to be able to pull a day today. It will take me days to get back from that. I'm not doing it. I can tell you this, ain't doing any small account challenge for a while. I've got to work my account to
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
yeah, no, it's gonna take me time to be able to get that back.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. 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 Short on the NQ5.
$12,000 level bull on the 89s. 12,000. A 17.8 on the 89s. Dude. Anyway. All right. I'm pulling tilt. I gotta go.